Okay, so we are going to start our birch tree watercolors. In order to do this, you're going to need your paper and you're going to need your watercolor tray, and the only color you're going to need is black. But if the top of your tray is dirty, you're going to want to clean that out because we're going to be using various levels of water to create our different values. We're also going to need 2 watercolor brushes, one that has a fluffier area so that there can be some water inside, and one that's tiny so we can add our details to this. So what we're going to do is, first of all, we need to know that what you see up here, these aren't actually the watercolors. You have to make them. These are the pigments that you're going to make the watercolors with. So we're going to take some water, and I'm just going to add it into my tray here. And this is why you obviously need your watercolor tray cleaned out. And what we're going to do is we're just going to take our brush and just lightly tap it a couple times. Okay, there we go. And we don't want our color to have, we don't need it to be too dark yet. So we're going to kind of test it out. Let me get a different piece of paper here to test it on. So I want to see how dark this is. And that's actually not too bad. So I'm going to start with this one, and then I'll use this as an accent color. So I'm going to just slide this up here so I have room to work. I'm going to use my black paint that I have here. And what I'm going to do first is I'm just going to kind of load up my brush. Let me move this back a little bit and get this forward. So at this point, I'm going to load up my brush with the watercolors. And then I'm going to just add some, these are going to be my trees. Now they don't need to be perfectly straight, okay? And we're going to start with just a couple of trees first. So some of them I want to be a little bit wider. Add a little bit more black to this, darken it up a little bit. Okay. I'm going to do one that's a little bit darker here. So as you're doing this, you can do different values. So right now I'm just going to go across my paper, and I'm going to create my trees. Again, all different sizes. I can bring them off the edge. Push a little harder if you want the thickness to be a little bit thicker. Okay. Kind of change up your spacing as well. So maybe have some of them a little closer. I probably have too many that are pretty close or pretty spaced far apart, so I'm going to bring one in that's a little closer here. I might even bring one that kind of curves out of the ground a little bit. So you're going to add your trees. So that's step 1. So take a moment, go ahead and get your base of your trees done.